Hey guys, Garrett197 again, this time with a review of the 144th scale X model Samson trailer from the original Gundam series. And X of course stands for extra expensive, extra hard to get, because this model retails for a whopping 3,000 yen. And for that price, we'd better be getting a lot, right? Starting off with the colors, we get two shades of gray, one shade for the wheels and another one for like the interior of the cabin, his ears here, the machine guns on top, and also some on the bottom here. Then we get a very lightish lavender color for all the rest. I'm not sure my camera is going to pick it up because he generally doesn't like to pick up lavender, but I think I found the right setting. So yeah, there we go. That's all for colors. Now, a little bit of articulation as well, because of course his trailer here swivels around a little bit. Can also be removed. It's pegged in, so I wouldn't recommend doing that a lot. But then again, even if this breaks off or wears down, it's a truck. It's not going to be upside down. Let's put that back in. Also, some really nice detailing. Even though you probably won't see it, the detailing is pretty damn nice on this guy. Then you also have the machine guns here that rotate all the way around, go down about that far and up all the way like that. The funny thing is, those machine guns are way too high. I would imagine that you use them to fight against either one, other infantry, two, lightly armored vehicles, and third, maybe against aircraft. But still, to show how ridiculously high they are, here's a hovered truck, something I would expect them to shoot at. And as you can see, they're not even close. So yeah, pretty pointless. They could only shoot at incoming aircraft. And Zaku would probably do a better job of that. But yeah, so much for that. And then the cabin itself can actually be detached. And you see that there are like little thrusters here. Then these ears go down. And now you have a miniature improvised hovercraft. I guess it's kind of like an emergency thing if the rest gets stuck or gets kind of destroyed. But it's kind of interesting, kind of ridiculous. Take your pick. It can do it. You also get three nicely detailed miniature figures. You get a pointing guy. Also, for some reason, you have to glue on his head. See some really nice detailing, all little lines and stuff. Then you get just a normal standing Zeon soldier, just standing around. And then you get a guy who's bending over. Well, I like this guy the most because he can do so many things. He can either be throwing up, he can be checking something out, or if you put him like this, he can be resting against something. So, a lot of very interesting possibilities for this guy. And finally, of course, how does it work as a trailer? Because that's why you're going to buy it. Well, it works pretty well with all the Zakus. Here is one of the older Zakus from the AMS team. And he fits like a glove. Next up, we have High Great Universal Century one. Once again, a perfect fit. Next up, we have the Zaku F2. No problem at all. As you can see, you still have a little bit of space here, so you can put on some accessories such as machine guns, ammo packs. Next up, we have the Goof. Also, no problem whatsoever. Of course, that's also partially because it's a trailer. Then, another Zeon mobile suit that is not such a great fit is the slightly bigger Gelgook. As you can see, it looks a little bit ridiculous and it's also a bit more wobbly, so it's mainly made for Zakus and Goofs. And you can of course put on his pack. There. That's why that extra space is quite handy. Then another thing the box also shows is the Magella attack. Say it breaks down, you can put it on there. Or if the bottom gets destroyed, you only have the head left, you can put them on there as well. but that is of course because it's a flat surface. And now imagine the Xeons capture some Fetty mobile suits, or the Fettys captured the trailer. It actually does kind of work with the gyms as well. It looks not as great as the Zaku's, but you could do it if you want a dedicated Gundam style trailer. There you have it. So overall it works pretty well as a trailer, and it also looks pretty good. But as always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, as fun as it is and as good as it looks, there's no way you should pay 3,000 yen for this, because what it is, it's just a big lump of plastic. But if you can find it for like a sale price like I did, I got it for like 500 yen, and this is definitely a nice thing to get if you have like a lot of Zaku's hanging around. Or, well, it could even go up to 1,500 yen. I would recommend paying around 1,000, 1,500 yen for this, but not a yen more. Unless you're a serious Zaku otaku or a big Xeon fan and you must have a ride for your Zakus. Other than that, no. Because something they always say is like, yeah, but the X models are expensive because they're so detailed. Bullshit. That's just utter bullshit. The reason they're so expensive is because Bandai decided they were going to be expensive. That's all. I mean, look at this. This is a high-grade Universal Century, and it's more detailed than this X model. So yeah, don't buy any excuses. They're expensive because Bandai wants to make more profit. It's not because they're using some kind of superior molding technology, or because they're more detailed, or because they're coming with extra figures. No, it's just a marketing scheme. And don't buy into it. Well, that's all for this review, and see you at the next one.